I used to skip workouts because I only had 30 minutes and I felt like, what's the point? If that's you, keep watching because that mindset cost me months of progress. So today I'm answering one of the most common questions. I only have 20 to 30 minutes a few times a week. Is training even worth it? And I'll say the short answer is yes. And I have the research to back that up. So let's get right into it. Oh, this video is going to be good. So let me give you 3 sources that genuinely change how I think about this, right? So first, NPR covered a study that followed nearly 15,000 people's weekly commitment, right? 20 minutes once a week. The typical participant got 30 to 50% stronger in that first year from just 20 minutes a week. So just imagine what 2 or 3 sessions a week can do for you. Second, Mayo Clinic states clearly that you can see significant strength improvements with just 2 or 3 20 to 30 minute sessions per week. That's literally what we're talking about, right? And third, the Washington Post covered a study where 42 adults trained twice a week for 30 minutes over 8 weeks and saw significant gains in muscle size and also strength. So the big takeaway is the clock is not going to be our problem. Showing up and being consistent and working hard while we do it, that's actually what matters. So how can we make 30 minutes actually count? I got the answer. So what do you actually do in 30 minutes? 2 words, compound movement. So these hit multiple muscle groups, right? At once. And you get more done in less time. And I'll share with you guys my favorites. I love back squats. As you know, I've done them for years, right? That's working your legs, your glutes, and also your core. I also love deadlifts. I prefer Romanian deadlifts or single leg deadlifts are my favorite, right? That's working your hamstrings, your back, and also your core. Then you have bench press, upper body movement. That's working your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. Then you have bent over rows. I'm growing to love them, okay? That works your back, your biceps, and your core. And then we have overhead press, which I put into my 1 set of 20 confidence cycle. You're working your shoulders, your triceps, and also your core. See how most of these workouts all work your core as well as your upper and lower body? It's just perfect, right? So the goal is to pick 3 of these and make sure you're doing them well. So I'll give you guys my quick 30-minute structure that I would program for my clients. So before we get into my 30-minute structure, I like to hit all points within a workout routine. So we're going to have our workout. Sometimes we'll have activation workouts. And then we have our main lifts, which are going to be the compound movements. And then we have a cool down, which is like a 10-minute walk. So for the warm up, that's number 1. You're going to do about 5 to 10 minutes. I like arm circles. I like leg swings. I like cat cows. I like 990s. I like no weight Arnold press. I also really love body weight squats. These are non-negotiables. They're going to warm you up for your main lifts. Okay. Then we're going to get into maybe activation. I like to do banded lateral walks, or I like to do banded pull aparts for upper body. So I have one for upper body, one for lower body, and then you have like a cat cow in between if you want to. Then we're going to work in our main workout, which is going to be about 20 minutes, right? So we're going to choose 3 to 4 compound movements, 3 sets of 10 to 12. And also you can do like a 30-second to 45-second or a minute rest in between each workout or set. But the goal is to stay focused, right? Mind muscle connection, make sure we're targeting the right muscles, right? Thirdly, the cool down. My favorite cool down activity is walking. I love to walk for about 10 minutes after any workout I'm doing, but also you can add in there some cat cows, some thread the needle, maybe a little mobility for your legs for your cool down. So this will help you transition out of the workout into your daily life. But remember, starting does not mean easy. It means staying focused and staying consistent. That's where you're going to see true progress, true growth, right? And with this routine, say you do it twice a week for the next 2 weeks. I like to progress after that. So I give myself 2 weeks to progress in weight, and then I'll go up, and then I'll give myself another 2 weeks, and then I'll progress in weight again. If you notice that you need to maybe take away some weight, then do that. I think it's always great to take a step back, whether that means going to less reps or lowering the weight to stay true to the form, right? So we don't get hurt and we don't get injured. So take it slow. It's all about adherence at the end of the day. We want to make sure we can be consistent. We want to be comfortable doing it. We want to make sure that we can keep up with the 2 days or start with 1 day, right? And then gradually get to 2. That's adherence, getting used to doing something, right? And then we pack on maybe changing some workouts out, adding some weight, right? Tweaking it a little bit. So here's a quick story about like really finding your weight, right? When I started, I used 0 weights on the bar when it came to squats, when it came to overhead press, when it came to bench press, right? Because the standard woman's bar is about 35 pounds, right? And for me at the time, that was just way too much. I felt like that was way too much for me to even control, right? And I would say that's completely okay. I think that's giving you the perfect start, to be honest, to build off. So if the bar feels like a lot, right, start with body weight, right? So you can do back squats, you can do push-ups, you can do wall push-ups, you can do lunges. So these are also going to help you catch any muscle imbalances too before you load the bar on top of them, right? So let's think about a workout I did that I felt like I had to regress in. Okay, so back squats. Recently, I had some SI joint issues, so I decided to take all the weight off the bar and really practice my form and feel where I was feeling tension from before I even noticed it was in my SI joint, right? So I slowed down the movement, took the weight off the bar, and that's where I felt the pain. And that's where I had to completely stop doing back squats. And I decided to add Bulgarian split squats into my workout routine because I just felt so much discomfort while doing back squats. And if you feel that way, it's always best to stop and just reassess, re-strategize, right? Because I noticed that my glutes were weak. I talk about this a lot in all my videos because this is actually what I'm dealing with now. So let's talk about when you're getting ready to add weight, right? So when you're getting ready to add weight to your upper body, add about 2.5 pounds to the bar, right? 2.5 to 5 pounds to the bar. I actually did that today with my overhead press. I wanted to correct my form, so I took all the weight off the bar. Started with the bar for just about 2 weeks. Then I added 2.5 pound plates to the ends, right? Did that for about 2 weeks. And then this week, I decided to go with 5 pounds on each side. I think I'm progressing well. I think my form has gotten a lot better and I'm doing more reps. So you want to feel the effort. You don't want to feel the pain. And then for lower body, I like to add about 5 pounds because I feel like my lower body is definitely really strong. And I'll do about 10 to 12 reps. If I feel like I could do more, sometimes I'll do more, especially if it's like a Friday. I'll train like till failure. But I'll normally add about 5 to 10 pounds onto the weight I'm already lifting every 2 weeks. Remember, feel the effort, but not the pain. Also remember good form too. Like don't feel like you have to progress. Really pay attention to your form and make sure you're doing it correctly before progressing always. You can easily do more reps with good form, increase the weight. That's progressive overload. That's how you keep getting stronger. Form before load and then every single time, okay? So we're gonna wrap this up, right? This is a quick video, but I really wanted to break down how to get started with just 20 to 30 minutes of working out on this channel, because a lot of times people don't know where to start. So I can kind of help you build out your program intentionally. See if you can be consistent with this routine, whether that's 1 day a week or 2 days a week. So to wrap this up, 20 to 30 minutes a few times a week worth it? Absolutely yes. NPR, the Mayo Clinic, the Washington Post, all back this up. Consistency will always matter more than sessions length, right? 2 focused sessions is enough to build consistency, to build strength. Start with compound movements, learn your form before adding load, show up with consistency, and rest and recovery is probably one of the most important things. Make sure you have the right amount of rest periods in between your sets. Also, after working out, make sure you're resting, sleeping well, nutrition, recovering well, right? Between sessions. And that's it. That's the whole formula. This is perfect for anyone starting out. I really hope this video was helpful. If you're looking for an online trainer, definitely check out my website. I have one-on-one coaching, and I also have a couple programs on there, the 1 set of 20 and also the 6-month Continuum. So please check that out and also like and subscribe. And I hope this video was helpful. If you try it out, let me know, and I'll see you in my next video.
As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective, and my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me.